Hello, everybody. I have serious shine going on, but I know you're wondering why I have. Well, actually, you're not wondering because if you see the title, it says that I am going to try to become a Bratz style using tips that I learned from James Charles. I'm going to do this live. I was thinking about recording it. This is water. I always drink water. I don't drink. But using tips from James Charles, I am going to try to become a Bratz doll. The Bratz doll I chose, the picture is the picture. Wait a second, I actually have to pull it up. So smart and river. The Bratz I chose was Sasha. So I'm really new to makeup, and like I've been saying for like the past couple of days that I've been going live, that Jesus Christ, am learning. So after watching a video of James Charles, I was inspired to do my own Bratz style look. Oh God. So I went and got an old wig out of the closet, which matches this Bratz style, and I put like a bandana on, and we're gonna start the process. So I'm gonna put some matte on because this brat does not have shiny skin. She does not have shiny skin. So hopefully I can bring this vision to life. This hair is hot. It's like I just put a total hat. I put a hat on. Okay. Start the process. Now, becoming a Bratz doll, I suspect would not be easy, especially after I just had all of the trouble I had yesterday with trying to do a cut crease. I'm not a cut crease person. But okay, let's see. I guess I'll start with the eyebrows. And thank God my eyebrows are already slightly thin and almost in the shape of this Bratz doll. I chose Sasha. Like when you think of the Bratz doll, Bratz was basically the cooler version of the hipper version of Barbie. I remember when they initially came out. I think I was in high school, and I'm just gonna go. So she has like this cool, this thing going with her brow where it's turning. So I am not the most perfect makeup artist out there. I'm really not. So I'm trying. But yeah, when Bratz came out, I was in high school, and they were like the have to have toy for people my age. We just didn't want to admit it because we were in high school. You know, after you get in high school, it's like, oh no, I don't play with Barbie dolls anymore. Well, not Barbie dolls, but Bratz dolls. And they came out with so many different versions of it. Oh no, I look angry. Okay. But they were cute, and they were something that you had to have. Next to, if anyone else remembers, like you want to go through, I think it was called Digipets. Everybody and their mom had a Digipet as well as a Bratz doll. So, okay. this is going to be some new territory for me. So I'm trying to figure out how I would transform my face. So using the tips that I saw, and it was so effortless for them. This will require some effort from me. Let's see. And there are a lot of people where they overdraw. I mean, there are two methods that you could take, or two styles that you can adopt when you're trying to do this look. One involves this, where you overdraw the eye, and the other involves just doing your makeup like the Bratz style. And there are a lot of people who chose to do either or. I'm gonna try to overdraw the eye because I've never done it before, so I think it would be interesting. Um, My Bratz down might be a little cockeyed. Who knows? Let's see. I guess this is for the more advanced. Hi, Kiki. I am trying to do a Bratz style look, which I'm new to makeup, so it might not it can go either or. It could turn out surprisingly good or hilariously bad. Right now I'm just doing the outline of the eye so I kind of know the parameters of what I have to work with. So my eyes are gonna come down just a little bit. Maybe I can round that out a little bit more so it matches. I hope you're inspired. Oh, okay. Which it looks like we're already off to an interesting start. The fun part, I'm going to start adding a base, which, and I'm going to use one of these because I don't want to tacky up my freshly washed brushes. That's I'm gonna have to, so I could get a very clean look. It's fun. But yeah, we had digipets, yo-yos. For some reason, they were a smash back then too. Obviously, we didn't have things like, well, actually, it's before Facebook. What all the students used to do at my school is we would go on it was yahoo.com, the chat function, as well as going on like celebrities pages like jessicasimpson.com and Mandy Moore, and we would use their chat sites, and we would communicate via those. So while you were in class, you could be talking to anyone um, using those chat sites as basically it's not as Facebook, but that was the pre MySpace era where we were using chat sites. Like Yahoo had a chat, um, BritneySpears.com, and you really didn't go there for their web page, which we did. Like, it was interesting, but we really just used it for the chat function that they included. And all of that was quickly replaced by MySpace. I don't know. Hopefully this turns out right. Who knows how it's going to turn out. Um, okay. So I kind of got the basic outline. I'm going to go in later with some black. Um, but right now I just want to get the process started. Should I use a shiny white? Okay, so I'm going to go in with some white. Oh, I forgot to outline the eye. I'm so smart. Actually, no, I'm not. That's actually perfect. So okay. Now I'm going to do, it's actually best for me to start with the brown instead of, so this requires a brown. So interesting doing this. Okay. Guess I should have waited one day to wash my brushes. Do the black. First. I've been watching the beauty community for a long time. The beauty community on YouTube, to be specific. Okay, so it looks like I need some type of other product because that doesn't look right. Oh my god, I said this can go two ways. It could either go really well or horribly bad, and it looks like it's more on the horribly bad side. Oh. It's only the beginning, so yeah, James Charles, I was inspired because I watched his video and he recreated that look effortlessly. So, let's see. Maybe I should pull it up. I have that. And I'm going to go in with, just to make it stand out, and to have a more precise look. See?
Hi sisters, James Charles here and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Oh my god you guys, I am so beyond excited to be sitting down and filming today's brand new video. I feel like it has been weeks since I actually filmed. Oh my god, so many things have been going on. I literally just got off the plane from London super late last night. I am so beyond jet lagged. Before I even jump in, first of all, I want to say thank you so much to all of my UK, London, and Birmingham sisters that I met at the meet and greet last weekend. It was actually my first time ever in the UK, which is so crazy. I've wanted to go for so long, but regardless, I had such an amazing, incredible experience going across the pond and getting the chance to open the first ever Morphe store in Birmingham. It is now confirmed that over 10,000 sisters showed up to the mall, making this one of our biggest meet and greets of all time, and it is truly something that I will never forget. The crowd was unreal, and all the love from Birmingham was actually insane. The city may or may not have temporarily shut down for a few hours.
Oh my gosh.
Oopsies. It was such a warm welcome by all the Morphe staff members who were all wearing my palette on the eyes. Such beautiful looks. And speaking of beautiful looks, I've never been more shook by a meet and greet crowd in my entire life because so many of the sisters there had the most beautiful eye makeup looks I've ever seen, and they were all so beyond nice, except for the UK media. But regardless, it was an incredible experience that I will truly never forget, and I am definitely looking forward to going back very soon. But we are now home back in LA, where it is warm and cozy, and it is time to get work done, and that brings us to today's brand new video. While I was over in the UK between London and LA, there is an 8-hour time difference, and I usually can pass out literally just about anywhere, but for some reason I was having really bad sleep issues while I was there, so I found myself scrolling through Instagram a lot, and I discovered that there is a brand new trend going on here in the beauty community called the Bratz challenge. Basically, there are super cool artists out there with Instagram accounts that are literally dedicated to taking dolls, such as Barbies or Bratz dolls, and giving them full Instagram baddie makeovers. Full hair color changes, stylings, really cute outfits, and of course, makeup as well. And apparently, the beauty community has discovered these accounts because there's a really cool trend going on right now where makeup artists are literally becoming Bratz dolls. I remember watching the literal queen of transformations, Promise Fan, did this a few years ago now, and I've seen so many incredible makeup artists that I follow on Instagram do this as well. So definitely go check out their work. Proper credit for this video goes to them. But since I just got home from traveling and I've not gotten a chance to play with makeup in a very, very long time, I thought it'd be so much fun to try out this challenge for myself, to use a whole lot of makeup, my palette, a wig, an outfit, to turn myself into a Bratz doll. Alright sisters, this is going to be quite the transformation, so I just want to go ahead and get right into the video. While I was traveling, I came across and stalked so many of these different doll accounts, trying to figure out which look I wanted to recreate. There were so many of them, and I think it's so cool that this is actually like an art form that people are doing right now. Somebody even did one of me that I found out. Oh my god, shout out to Hextian. By the way, I'm going to link his video in the description box down below. He literally turned a Barbie into my Darkon look, which I thought was so cool, but after going through and finding a bunch of different ones, I came across this picture posted by Monster LOL. Oh my god, look at her. She is literally so beyond chic. We have like a pink crew neck going on, a utility vest with chains, super long blonde hair clipped back, fishnets, thigh highs, and of course a cute little furry backpack. I feel like this Bratz doll is literally like the sportswear female version of me, and I'm so excited to become her today. I'm first going to start off by putting a wig cap on, first of all because my hair is looking literally disgusting. I'm going to make my head look like the egg that broke the Instagram like record, so I have a kind of a plain base to work on. So the first step of this transformation is going to be to glue down my eyebrows. Obviously I have very thick and dark bushy brows, whereas this Bratz doll has nice and lifted, thin, blonde eyebrows. So I'm gonna grab my Elmer's washable school glue stick and just go right in. I've done a few different tutorials on covering my brows before, so I'll make sure to link them right up here, but I'm just gonna speed through this and we'll go on to the next step. Alright, so we've made it to this lovely step right here. The brows are laid down and ready to be covered. And normally next I would go into the foundation, which I definitely still am going to, but you guys know I definitely like to lay down a kind of base first. That we're not going to be doing today because of the fact that this eye look is so intricate and it's going to be a lot of like kind of art and fine details. I don't want to lay down a full base and then God forbid mess up and have to wipe it all off. So I'm just going to kind of focus the foundation in this area and then kind of build up the rest later. I've never really done this before, but hopefully it works out. Regardless, I'm going to use the Krylon TV paint stick in the shade NB and cover everything right up. I'm just going to take a Morphe beauty sponge and blend this right out. No, not. Oh, actually, I'll use the Fenty Beauty sponge. That blends it so well. No matter how many times I do drag or brow cover, this is always so horrifying to me. Okay, so while my foundation is still wet, I'm going to go in with an angled brush and the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Taupe, because obviously we want to do a blonde brow today. I'm doing this while my foundation is still wet, so just in case I mess up, I can easily fix it before it's all set with powder. So I'm just going to go right in and I'm just going to start sketching this brow out.
Okay, so this is I'm teetering towards like catastrophe. Let's see. Yeah, teetering towards catastrophe. Let's see. How to make sure that I'm staying at least in alignment with kind of what it looks like. Oh, this is a whole mess. I knew that I wasn't ready. I'm not ready. Oh my gosh, what did I do? Let's see. It's still the beginning. Not going to freak out just yet. Oh.
I'm going to start the bottom line of the brow in the same place as I normally would, but we're obviously going to make this a lot more arched than normal. And I'm keeping the photo right next to me for reference. And then if I look forward right about at the edge of my pupil, I'm going to start turning that brow kind of a little bit more down. If you guys have seen my drag videos before, or even honestly like my regular makeup too, you definitely know that I like to put my brow tail out really, really far and make this kind of like super, super straight. But in this photo, she does have a little bit of a shorter tail, so I'm definitely going to try to emulate that as close as possible. I'm then just going to sketch in the other end of the detail. I really like using the Anastasia Dip Brow for this step just because, like I said, it is a cream product, so if I mess up, I can really easily wipe it away and fix it. But it's also a really buildable product, so I can either use a little bit of it and get kind of a lighter coverage like I'm going to do in the inner portion, or pack it on for that full coverage kind of Instagram block brow. 2016 James. Wouldn't really recommend for that, but it is possible if you want to do that. Okay, so she just really has a very like straight thickness all the way through. Once you have the shape all outlined, I'm going to grab the shade Blonde of Dip Brow, which I definitely should have used to outline. I just couldn't find it, and now I did. And also the shade Auburn as well, and kind of mix them a little bit together, just because the Bratz style does definitely have like strawberry blonde type of hair, and coincidentally, so is the wig that I have for later on, so I just want to make sure everything matches. I'm just going to lightly feather that color in there. Okay, I'm going to clean this up with a concealer in a second, but this is looking pretty good so far, so I'm going to try my best to mirror this on the other side. They are not even. Okay, let me just conceal this before I go crazy, and then we'll worry about reshading. Okay, I'm just going to take Shape Tape, and this is in the shade Fair Beige, just like a little bit of a lighter underbrow moment. I'm going to clean this up using a MAC 242 brush. Now that that is all looking really good, and I definitely do not want to change it, I'm going to grab some translucent powder once again in a powder puff, and I'm going to lock this in place. Now that the brows are all set and not going anywhere, thank God, we get to move on to the fun part, which is going to be the eyes. Now, this is obviously going to be a lot, so before I actually go in and put anything on, I do want to go ahead and try to sketch this out just on my face kind of lightly, just so I get kind of like a general idea of where this is going to go, so I don't look really stupid wiping it off later on. I'm just going to grab a regular Anastasia brow pencil, and I'm going to start doing this. Okay, so I'm debating if I want to do like the anime eye where people actually draw in the pupil on the lower lash line, or just expand the white. I probably should draw in the eye, huh? I'm going to continue my upper lash line down to right about there.
Okay, this is where
just imagining like
now.
the liner, and then it's going to come to about here. Like I said, I'm just like lightly sketching this in too. Definitely does not have to be perfect. I'm obviously going to cover this all up, but I just want to kind of get a rough idea. Okay, and then the wing liner will come up to here. Okay, and then wing liner going up the eyelid. There we go. Okay, so wing liner will be like right here-ish. Yeah, okay, not bad so far. And then I need to put in her like actually defined crease, which looks like it's about here. I don't want to, no, I shouldn't put the crease in my actual crease. No, that'll ruin the illusion. So I'm gonna draw the crease higher than my regular crease, but we're gonna actually like draw a black line in there and make it look like it's a new crease. Does that make sense? That's it. That's the shape right there. So this is the shape of one eye kind of all mapped out. Obviously we're gonna add eyeshadow, and like always, I'm gonna do one eye at a time, but just make sure everything looks kind of symmetrical in the end. I'm gonna go ahead and map this one out quickly and then move on to the eyeshadow. So give me 1 second. I think I want to start off with the eyeshadow first and then do the outlines later. Hopefully that doesn't mess me up, but I'm gonna grab, of course, the James Charles X Morphe palette, and I'm gonna dip into the shade Boutique and use this and layer this all over the lid. I'm gonna lay down some MAC paint pot in the shade Painterly on the lid, and bringing this all the way down to my nose area as well. Then just packing on a Boutique with an M124 brush. This is literally the perfect color for this look. I'm literally just filling in this entire area. This is definitely gonna be one of those looks that looks so wrong until it gets right. You guys have no idea how excited I was to be doing this challenge today. Oh my God, I don't know if I've ever talked about it before on my channel, but I used to play with Bratz and Barbie dolls religiously as a little boy. I don't know if they actually make it anymore, but I used to have this Bratz styling head thing that was literally just a gigantic Bratz doll with like long hair. I would literally just sit there and play with it and do its hair all day long in different braids and updos and styles. And I remember one time actually drawing on the Barbie head with pencils too and getting screamed at by my mom, who was so mad that I messed up her poor face. But in my 5-year-old head, I was making her beautiful. But I just think it's so funny that literally Bratz dolls is how I actually learned how to do hair, and then later on in life I actually started doing hair for girls for prom and ball, and then my love for hair extended to my love for makeup. So like in a really weird way, without Bratz dolls, I might not even be doing this job today. It's so cool how full circle that is. Right now I'm using Love That and an M433, by the way, to buff out that edge. Next I'm gonna grab the shade You're Kidding on an M433 and just pack this on the lid just to kind of lighten it up a little bit. I noticed in the original picture, my Bratz doll definitely had a little bit more of a light lid compared to her crease, and I forgot to do that, so oops. Okay, so now I wanna do her eyeliner. I'm gonna grab the NYX liquid liner in black, and I'm going to use this to start sketching out. Keep in mind, we obviously have the sketch going too, so I'm actually not gonna start my eyeliner at the normal place. We're gonna pull that from the outer edge and pull it back, and then we're gonna sketch it in and fill in the lines. This is gonna look really stupid at first, but just have patience. This eyeliner line needs to come down here. So now I have to draw like the like crease.
Okay.
Oh God, here we go. Okay.
Oh my God, he did that so fast. How? Oh my. Okay, so I'm still working on. I made the outline for the eyes, so I know where the eyes are going. Um, and now I'm going to go and start doing the crease, whatever it. Actually, so I'm basically kind of laying the foundation so that I can go back in later and color it, because the colors I have aren't highly pigmented, so I'm definitely going to have to go in, use this to kind of lighten up the look. Oh my gosh. So you can consider this like the rough draft of this look. I really admire people who do this. Because it's not easy. This type of stuff is not easy. It looks easy because he just did it so like quickly and already was like halfway up the brow, but in reality it's a tedious thing and it takes a lot of skill. But like he said, that he has been doing this since he was in grade school. So I need to look at this. Oh gosh. So she really has a lot of browns going on. She has like a light brown up here. Actually, I probably need to that out a little bit. But she has a light brown up here. And then I have to actually come through with this after I do that, and where this line is at, and make where the eye, whatever it splits at. So I need first to go in with the lighter brown, which I would say is about this color. Guess I'll have to use a different brown. This is matte. Let's see if I can find a non-matte brown. Let's go in and kind of cover this up because I actually need to straighten that out. She has her brow. It does stop short. I noticed that after James Charles said the same thing about his when he was turning his into. But I really have to use his tips because he is the professional and I'm really just kind of trying to see if I could grow my skill set as far as makeup is concerned. Like I barely could do my own face, let alone draw a Bratz down. Like, can you even do your own makeup? No, I can't. I'm learning. But this is part of the learning process. You'll never learn if you never try. And actually, I need to separate the brows a little bit. To go with the Bratz style look. I have to go back in. Go back in with a darker color. I'm going to use I really just recently realized how much effort it takes to do makeup. It really takes effort and dedication, focus. It's like, oh, it's only makeup. No, it's more than that. Okay. So let's see. Um, then there is some action above where of course, I might go back in to blend it a little bit better. It's definitely going to take some layers. Okay.
Okay, so this is going like here. This is so hard. Holy crap. Now for the bottom, I'm going to start by grabbing the Jeffree Star liquid lipstick in the shade Drug Lord. This is a really great white kind of product that we're going to use. And I'm going to just basically fill my eyeball in. Looking good so far. Okay, then I'm also going to put this in my waterline as well. This is so creepy looking. Ugh. Okay, I'm just going to grab a little bit of flash.
He's really good. Let's see. So he's on the white part of filling in his eyeball, and I am going to just go in and start the outline. Oh. For oh, I got the black in my eye. Try out. Okay. So just so I have like a general idea of where I'm going with this. Of course, it won't be perfect. Far from perfect. Um, does it look like nobody? I'm like, nobody's here, but does it look like I'm starting to make an outline? It does to me. I definitely have a long way to go as far as fine tuning it. So now that I have that out of the way, I'm going to go in, since I don't have a white outliner, I'm going to use this brush to pack on a white on top of this. First, you know what, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna wet the surface a little bit so that it will stick. And it's not sticking. Oh my gosh. Let me see, they say fur brushes, hair brushes do better than trying to, okay. Layer product. I definitely need something with white in it, and I don't have anything. Let me see if I can take this and mix it with a whole bunch of white product, and hopefully I can get some white out of it. Okay, so no, that did not turn white. It just turned lighter. Ah! Okay, so I didn't think this through properly, and now I have a dilemma. I can't. Okay, it's showing up white on camera. Um, let's continue. Okay, that worked out for the most part. It's definitely not perfect. I'm super duper excited to see what the end result will be, but it just takes a lot of patience to even get there. Um, I'm surprised James Charles was able to do that. Like, I so quickly, but he does makeup. I don't, so this is a different ball game for me. But I really like James Charles and Jeffree Star's relationship as makeup artists. They do a lot of stuff together, and like it seems like it's hard to actually build a friendship even like theirs in the makeup community. I've seen a lot of stuff from like different videos, or people actually have like real life beef with other makeup artists, and it's like, you don't like me, so what? And I'm like, but I guess it's drama sales, and it keeps people interested. You know, you'll have some people who watch not for the makeup, but just to see, what might be said or what's going to happen next or something like that. It's the only reason why they watch, just to see if there's going to be some dirty laundry being exposed. But my dirty laundry is in the corner. Just fine. Um, and you don't see them engaging in that much. Like they might in the background, who knows? But they really don't engage in that much. And if they do, um, it seems like they're pretty nice people and they're able to work out those public differences. Who knows what's going on in private, but like publicly, they're able to work out those differences and come together and whatever. Oh, so this is taking a turn for something. Let's see. Okay, so there's like a white dot. I don't know if I can do that. I don't even know if I want to try it. Okay, so now I'm going to go back in and outline this eye. The inside of the eye. A little bleeding. Oh, how messy am I? I want to be able to like talk about stuff, but I have so much going on in my life right now. And like I more so would prefer to encourage people, like, no matter what's going on in life, stay positive, stay focused, and go after your goals. That's the mindset I have, instead of like, oh my God, it's so much. It is. I have a lot of mess going on in my life, but some of this stuff is kind of just out of my control. So I just, I know I can't dwell on it like I did initially, because everything works out in the end. That's what I'm gonna keep telling myself. Everything works out in the end. Everything works out in the end. But really, it's more so of a just like, I realize while I'm over here having a nervous breakdown about the different things that are going on, life keeps moving, so I have to learn to keep moving with it. Life doesn't stop because you're sad on Tuesday. Like, it's gonna keep going. So once you're done being sad and come back to reality, you got a whole lot of catching up to do. So, Jesus. I mean, oh my god, it's epically bad. I guess I haven't made it to that point yet. I mean, but this is a good try and a good waste of makeup. Maybe from a distance. Let's see. Okay. So I'm going to go in. Let's see. Okay. So now. At least I'm giving it a try. Okay. I guess this will be one of those looks that come um, when your eyes are closed instead of something where your eyes are open. So I have to go in. It's kind of back here. Two, three, four. So, I don't know how to do this. Let's see. I'm going to go in with a foundation around it. I purposely waited until so I could possibly clean up anything that needed to be cleaned up. I just don't have a black jacket I could put on or a black fur that I could put on to try to blend. Coincidentally, this Bratz. I mean, it could be worse. Black. I want to pack, super pack this on Oh my god, am I? Does that just pop up on my face? Really? This on. Seems like my face just literally broke out in a welt. Hopefully it's not from this hair. Most likely it is because it's been in my closet. Just like okay, and then I have to go and make like the flicks of the eyebrow, I mean the eyelash. Let's let's try to do the blend it a little bit more, and then we'll go in and do the eyelash. Let's watch James Charles.
Flashback from, of course, the James Charles palette. I'll just a flat packing brush and set that right in place. Now I'm gonna grab the black liner once again, and we're gonna outline the bottom of the eye. So I'm just gonna follow that eyeliner. Oh my god! Okay, it's starting to come together. Great, okay. I'm gonna add more cranberry eyeshadow and lashes, of course, later on, but I'm gonna do that after the base. So now, I think I have to draw in the eyeball. Okay, so this is where things get tricky. So now we have to do like the whole illusion part, which is basically making my eyes look like they are huge. We're already running into one issue with this, is that when you do this, you're supposed to wear circle lenses, which are basically just really, really large contacts. I can't wear those because I wasn't actually able to find any that come in prescription, and without a prescription, I can't see anything. So this Barbie would have looked botched. Therefore, we're just gonna have to make it work. I'm going to Photoshop the picture that I post on Instagram. Heads up, as if I don't Photoshop every other picture anyway. You're gonna have to do your best to visualize it, but regardless, we're drawing on another eyeball to make it look like my eyes are bigger. When I do this, I'm going to look forward. I also have very long lower eyelashes, which is gonna make this illusion even more difficult because they're going to get in the way and I have to paint them as well. So, Lord help me. Great. That looks good. Now, I'm going to fill this in with a light brown color to match my contacts. I'm gonna grab an M213 brush and dip it to the shade Punch Me in the palette. Then I'm gonna grab a little bit of tea and use this to shade the... What is this? This is the iris? The iris. Okay, now I have to draw in the new pupil. Okay, now I just need a white dot. All right, and finally, last up, I'm just gonna grab a tiny little pencil brush. This is the E37, and the tiniest little bit of Spooky, and use it on the back of my hand, just rub on any excess, and then use this to lightly shade the outer edges of the eyeball, just to add a little bit of dimension back. All right, sisters, so I know this absolutely looks crazy right now, but this is pretty much the illusion all complete. All we have left is like the lashes and the lower lash line, but I don't want to do this until later on, once I have my base and foundation already on, so I'm just gonna cut for a second, or probably rather a good hour or so and try my absolute best to mirror this eye over to this eye. I feel like symmetry is very, very important when it comes to Bratz dolls and really just recreating all dolls. So wish me luck and I'll be right back. Oh my god, you guys, look at this. This is so crazy! We're still missing the lashes and the lower lash line shadow, but it's definitely starting to come together. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I just glad we're honestly like pulling this off, at least kind of. So now it's time to do the rest of everything else. So I'm gonna grab my Krylon TV paint stick once again, and now we're just gonna lay down the kind of base all over. And I saved this for later just because obviously we have a new set of eyes now, so I had to kind of put that around it. Okay, and I'm just gonna buff this in once again. This is so, this is so crazy! This is also kind of scary, low-key. Oh my god. Okay, so now I'm gonna grab, once again, the white that we used to highlight earlier, and I'm gonna use this to add in some highlights to the face. And I'm gonna keep this very centered in like the middle of the face. I'm just highlighting my face exactly like normal, except just a little bit lower underneath my new eyes. Putting this right up along that lash line. This is so crazy. Now I'm going to blend this out. Okay, I said this now. More powder. I keep looking in the monitor.
So he highlighted. I wasn't going to highlight, but since James Charles highlighted, I'm going to highlight. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna try to. This is different. I'm gonna use this brush just because oh. See how he did that. Me and highlight do not have a good track record. Yeah, that just did not aid in the process. Let's see. I'm gonna let that dry because my actual eyebrows, I did not glue them down because they actually go along with the look of the Bratz style up to right here. So I should have, but I don't have glue. Okay, let's see. So now that I've highlighted, I think that we're close to the point where I just wanted to blend a little bit more. Let that dry out, and I'm just gonna go in with this color and just try to see what we can. I mean, this doesn't look exactly like a Bratz doll at all. It looks like something with some really big eyes, but oh well, something is better than just nothing. This is turning out better than I thought it would, to be honest. Um, it's not like I'm not honest all the time. Okay, and my battery decides it wants to slowly but surely die without me noticing. Okay, so I'm going to go in. Just a little bit with some black. On my eyelashes. I really feel like this could have been 10,000 times worse. And it's pretty bad, but it's not as bad as it could be. So I'm feeling kind of like proud of myself with my nose skills having. I have makeup is a no. So this is pretty awesome that I was even able to get something out of this entire debacle. Okay, I noticed she has some rosiness to her cheeks, and if you've been watching, I love blush, so I'm just going to go in with a lot of blush. Because it's a Barbie doll. I mean, a Bratz doll. I'm so used to saying Barbie. Bratz. But no, I actually had a year, I think about a year or two ago, where I said that my attitude for the year was a Bratz style. And I photoshopped the image of myself to like have an extremely small nose and Bratz eyes. So it really did look like a Bratz style. More so than this mess I'm creating now. But it really did. I was like, oh, I'm going to be a Bratz. Forget all of the mess that's going on. Um, so let's see. My eyes, I'm glad I put a little white on it because they seem to be fading just a little bit. So it's not as white as it could be. But if I ever get to James Charles level of Photoshop, I definitely will try to Photoshop the picture. So on this picture, she has 1, 2, 3, 7 eyelashes. And I'm going to try to make some eyelashes. That didn't go too well. No, I just did all of that to mess it up on the eyebrows, eyelashes. Oh, I did so good. Maybe I could just make it all look okay. Yeah, tacky. That was so good. Oh, I guess the eyelashes would be the hardest part. Especially, I saw a lot of people what they did instead of applying actual eyelashes, they had false lashes. Like James Charles, he used false lashes to create his look, which I can see why. This just destroyed all of my hard work. Mm. Girl, where did you get your lashes done? Because you need to go get a refund. They played with you. They played with your lashes, Bratz. They play. I think her name was Sasha. Sasha, they played with your lashes, Sasha. You need to go get a refund. Look what these people have done. No, seriously. Okay, so the lips. I have pretty full lips, so I want to go with the outline of my bottom lip because that is pretty much perfect already. And then I'm just gonna draw a line. I'm gonna overdraw my top lip. So I could get the Bratz style Cupid's bow look. And I'm doing this with a darker red pencil. Pretty much the same pencil I've been doing everything with. I do have other pencils, but this tends to be my favorite. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with, because she had more of a purple-ish lip. Let's see. My NYX Transylvania. Just to create that perfect outline. And this NYX is pretty old. But I have a low budget, no budget, so we're gonna have to work with it. And then I'm going to go in with my Smashbox red liner, lip tint, or whatever, liquid lipstick on the inside. I'm going to, because I really want this to pop, go over it with a little black so it stands out a little bit more. And probably need to bring it up just a tad bit. I'm trying. And there is like a shine, it's shining just a little bit, which go in with maybe that's my light. And just fill that in. And she definitely has some glossiness going on. So I want to hide, I'm gonna strategically place gloss because for some reason it's really trying to shine right here, but I really need it to shine up here. So I'm gonna strategically place some gloss. And it's a tinted gloss. Maybe if I gloss the whole lip. I don't know. I'm trying to get rid of that isolated. Oh. Do a video on where I went wrong with my Bratz doll. Look. Okay, number one, I got the lips crooked. Oh my gosh. Just gonna add a little. And just square out my own lips. Is this a hot mess? Yes, it is, but it's my hot mess. Did I do it? I don't know. Okay, so I'm gonna add just like, I don't know, something says add some highlight, um, shimmer or something. It's like right here. Okay. Oh wow, what did this? Okay, yes. How was I about to do that? I want to try to do a to shape my nose. What am I going to do? Let's see. I need to try to. Oh yeah, that just helped a whole lot in reverse. Um, create a contour for the brattiest nose I could ever pull off. Oh, okay. I don't know how to contour, which should be obvious by now. If I did, I would have smashed it with all this effort I just put into that. Okay, I think maybe this is going to work. This needs to be just a little bit less. Let's see. I don't know. I think that's where I messed up at, is adding. Okay, so this is my Bratz look. It could have been worse, but I'm glad that it turned out at least halfway. Ooh. Thank you guys for watching. Wait a second, let's watch the end of James Charles. Well, I know what he did. He went and got an entire outfit.
Are getting shook. This is so crazy. Oh my gosh. Now that the face is all set, we're looking a little bit flat and I want to add in some dimension. Now looking at this photo, the brow style doesn't really have that much contour or highlight going on. It's mostly just a little bit of blush, but that is because it is a doll with a perfect face shape. I don't really have that, so therefore I'm going to contour a little bit more to kind of round everything out, but I'm going to try to keep it a little bit more subtle than normal. We'll see how that actually works. I'm just grabbing my Anastasia contour kit. I'm going to kind of keep this a little bit more rounded than normal, kind of pulling this in a little bit lower. Still going to contour my jawline so it looks like I got liposuction for a real one, just because Bratz dolls definitely do have a very, very distinct facial shape. And then just going to try to round out my forehead as much as possible. Same thing with the nose contour, definitely not a lot going on, but then again, doll doll nose is definitely nowhere near this baby right here. So we're gonna try our best to contour. Definitely gonna try to emphasize like the ball on the end of the nose. I want to make the sides look really tiny, so I'm gonna put the lines here and then blend them up into the eyeshadow. Okay, so this is probably like the best we're gonna get the nose contour. I already work miracles with my regular boy makeup, doing a whole lot of nose contour and a whole lot of Facetune. There's no saving this, so we're just gonna have to go with it and hope for the best. But next is blush. So I'm gonna grab the Kylie blush in the shade Pink Power. This one is so cute. It's from her new collection, and the Morphe E4 brush. I normally don't go for like more pinky tone blushes. You guys know I love a good coral moment, but I feel like this is going to match the look so well. Oh, and it does. Oh my god, this is so pretty. But once again, being very, very rounded with the shape, kind of pulling it down and inwards. Now that I have that all in place, I'm gonna go ahead and bake my face like normal, but instead of my regular powder, I'm gonna use the Ben Nye Super White powder. Now this stuff is very, very intense, but we definitely are going for a very high contrast type of look today. So I'm just going to grab, once again, my same beauty blender and dip it right in there. I'm gonna press that powder right up against the sides of this nose. This might help a little bit with the contour illusion. Probably not, but we're crossing our fingers. And while that sits there, let's go ahead and work on the lower lash line. I'm gonna grab a tiny little buffing brush and dipping into Boutique just like before. We're going to go in and we're going to blend that right along the lower edge of the liner. And I'm gonna keep this very, very tight to that line.
Okay, so
Drag con, if you guys remember the drag transformation video. And also you guys know my best friend Laura, who you met in my best friend's exposé video, owns Laura's Boutique, an amazing clothing business out here in Whittier, California. Shameless little plug for my best friend. She was down in LA this morning shopping for stuff for her website, and I sent her the photo and styling head, and I used to do their makeup all the time, and that love for creativity and making people feel beautiful and confident is exactly what stemmed.
Aww. Thank you guys. We watched the end of the video. James Charles looks freaking awesome, and I tried, so I did better than I thought I would. It actually kind of looks like, ooh, I just scared myself. Oh my gosh. Okay, it looks like something, and I definitely just terrified myself. I looked in the mirror, I'm like, wait a second. Okay, thank you, and love you, Bratz. This was not easy, and there are a lot of people doing it. And for the people who perfect it, man, kudos, good luck.